you hear 4 chapters? Yeah, it's pretty obvious, right? They're kind of like separated by big spaces. In the final performance, once we have your stories, we may, depending on how the stories turn out, we may or may not separate them so much with silence like that. But we'll see. So, now we'd like to, after just a short break for my lips and for these guys, we'll play each chapter separately, and I want you guys to write down anything that comes into your head. So, it can just be single words, it can be scenes, it can be, let's just take English class 101 for a second. So, let's think of some nouns. What's a noun? I think you guys know what a noun is, right? Person, place, or thing. So, person, it can be anyone. It can be your teacher. It can be your family. Whatever you might think of as you hear this. A place, what's an example of a place? Yeah. A restaurant. Sure. Yeah, that's a good one. A diner. Okay, another type of restaurant. What about, like, you know, it can be a city. It could be a whole country that you think of that's a place. It could be even smaller. It could be under a rock is a place, right? Under a tree. The very tip, the very end, the tip of the leaf of the tree. That's kind of a place. It can be a place, right? If you're an inchworm, that could be your home, right? So you can think outside the box a little bit. You can think big or really small. What about verbs? What's a verb? Okay. Not quite? Okay. Verbs. An action word. Yeah. How about some of the first graders here? Give me an action. Something you do. Anybody? Running. You say running? Yeah, running. That's something you do. Hopping. Sure. Yeah, eating is an action, right? You eat. You comb your hair. Anything like that. So think in all these different regards as you're writing stuff down, 6th graders. What about feelings? I heard someone, when we started the 2nd chapter, I heard someone laughing, which is great. That means you had a reaction to that chapter, right? You thought something was funny about it, which is great. So if you guys think something's funny or sad or scary that we play or anything like that, write that down too. Just write down those words. But make sure, 6th graders, make sure you have, I see her writing lines like that. Make sure you have a very clear section in your paper for each chapter so things don't get confused. Okay? So, think of some different things, write down whatever you want, and we're going to play just chapter 1. Keep writing if you want. Interesting. Okay. Coffee diner. Interesting. Not what I would expect. Yeah?
Well, I thought it took place in
Illinois. They heard Illinois. Okay. Great. mean, not good, but, you know, very interesting. Any other nouns? Anything that's not a place? Did you guys write down anything that's not a place?
Outside.
Outside, okay. Good start.
Slow dancing.
Slow dancing. What about you? Bells. That's a noun. Good. One more. A marriage. Okay. Interesting. Some interesting nouns that we heard. Okay, well now we'll play the second chapter. So you know what I was thinking? It'll raise your hand. Yeah?
Someone trying to get away.
Trying to get away. All right, good. What about you guys?
Halloween.
Halloween. Okay. Yeah?
Getting
Another one getting chased. Yeah? Running. We have a lot of running and getting chased. Now you guys don't have to, if what you wrote down is totally different from what other people are saying, that's fine. In fact, that's good. We want, you know, as much variety as we can. I wanted to ask you guys, what, just in terms of the music, what was different about that chapter from the previous chapter? Chapter 1. Yeah, the drums played some more stuff. What else was different? Yeah? What about in terms of the volume? What was different? The volume, was it louder or softer?
Louder.
Louder. Good. Right. Yeah? Faster. Yeah, so it was louder, it was faster, there was drums. These are all sorts of things you guys can be aware of, and you can even write that down if you want to. Write down whatever you want. Just to keep things moving here so we don't run out of time. We'll play chapter 3.